Hey guys, I'm retired Navy SEAL Chief Chris Sajnog and founder of the New Rules of Marksmanship training system. In this video, I'm going to teach you how focusing on the front sight works when you're shooting moving targets. Now let's go ahead and get started.
Joining me now is retired Navy SEAL sniper, Chris Sajnog.
So I wanted to put this video together because I've got so many of you that understand that it's important to focus on the front sight if you actually want to hit your target. But I do get a lot of comments where people say, yeah, Chris, that works great on paper targets or bullseye targets, but it does not work on moving targets or combat shooting. And I am here to give you evidence and prove to you that not only can it be done, but it should be done if you actually want to hit that target. Now, before we get started, we need to agree on a couple of ballistic truths. So number one, when you shoot an open sight system or a two-plane sighting system, every time you pull the trigger, you need to align the sights to be able to hit your target. And that is because of fact number two, there are only two ways that you can miss a target when you're shooting a two-plane sighting system. And those are angular and parallel shift errors. Now, an angular error means that from the time the bullet leaves the gun, it's deviating at an angle towards its target. You could completely miss your target very easily with an angular shift error. Now, with a parallel shift error, what's happening is your sight alignment is perfect. So the bullet is going to go exactly where you're aiming, but you are not aiming at the exact spot that you want to hit. So for instance, if you wanted to hit the center of a target, but you are actually aiming 2 inches above that, that's where your round is going to hit. But it's going to be on a parallel path. So no matter how far away it is, you're still only going to miss by those 2 inches. All right, now the last thing that I hope we can agree on is that when you have a firearm with a short sight radius here, and your sight radius is the distance between your rear sight or the rear plane and the front sight or the front plane. The shorter that is, the easier it is going to be to miss your target. So for instance, on a firearm like this, I could be off in my aiming of alignment of my front sight by just 1/8 of an inch. And at 10 yards away, I could completely miss my target. So if you have a very small sight radius, you need to aim even more precise to be able to hit your target. And then that also means that the further the distance gets, your misses are going to get bigger exponentially. And we definitely don't want that. But of course, I'm here to show you that there's a way to fix all of that. All right, so to prove it to you and show the difference between sight alignment and sight picture and why it's so critical on a moving target, I want you to go grab a level of some type. So something with a bubble in it. And all you need to do is get somebody to watch you, and we're going to try one of two ways. Either looking at our target as it's moving and trying to keep our level straight or flat. We want to keep that bubble right in the middle. And then I'm going to do it the other way, where I'm looking at the bubble and I'm using my awareness to track the target. So I'm using my focus is going to be on the bubble, and we can say that's our sight alignment. And then the awareness is going to be our sight picture that's tracking our target, okay? And then have somebody watch behind you when you're doing both of them. So the first one, have them watch to see what that bubble does, okay? So it's going to look like this. So I am not looking at the bubble, and I'm going to track my imaginary target, and I'm trying to keep my bubble straight. I guarantee that that bubble did not stay in the middle. And remember, if it's off of its mark there, if the bubble is out of center by even 1/8 of an inch, you can completely miss your target. Now, the other way you can do it is now I'm going to focus on the bubble, which would be my front sight. And it's still going to be hard with this bubble. But now I can move, and I'm constantly having to adjust, which is what you want to do when you're shooting, is constantly adjusting your aim, but the bubble is staying closer to the center. And we can even do that with our firearm as a training tool to make sure that our gun is center and level as we're shooting. It's actually easier for me to do that with the level on my firearm just because I'm used to shooting a firearm more than I'm used to holding a level out in front of me. All right, so try that at home. So have somebody watch you doing both of those, and hopefully this will convince you and prove to you that not only can you focus on your front sight when you're shooting a moving target or a dynamic target or a combat situation, whatever you want to call it, but you should, especially if you want to hit your target, which I think is important, and I'm sure you do too. So that is all I have for you today, and until next time, keep paving your path to perfection. Hey guys, if you like this video and you want to learn more, I put together 20 videos with the best training advice I've learned over the past 25 years of training others, and I want to give those to you absolutely free. Just click on the iCard that just popped up or go to chrissajnog.com/free videos, and I'll not only send you those 20 free videos, I'll also send you a free PDF copy of my New Rules of Marksmanship Manifesto, which is the framework for everything I teach. So here's what I want you to do right now. Click on the iCard or go to chrissajnog.com/free videos, and I'll see you on the other side.